Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Raintree March Madness. I'm Foster Huggins,
I'm Carson Huggins.
and today we're going to be discussing the results of round one and our predictions going into round two. So, Carson, you want to start off by talking about the first matchup?
All right, so the first matchup was LAE versus Schnockers, and a lot of people, I thought, would think that LAE was going to win, and I was right. 73% of people voted LAE, 27 voted Schnockers, which means LAE will move on to the second round.
I think this is pretty obvious because LAE is the most legendary team in the league, and the Schnockers are the most not talked about. No one even talks about the Schnockers. They're probably not even a team anymore.
So as the votes went, there was 47 people that voted for LAE and only 17 for Schnockers.
Yeah. So
that was about my prediction.
A 30-point win for LAE, a blowout, and I think we all expected that.
Now into the second matchup of the bracket, the Packers played the Royals, and that one turned out 58% voted the Packers and 42% voted the Royals, and that was also kind of what I predicted. I thought the Packers would beat the Royals off of what the seasons they've had, just the past few seasons with the Packers. I thought they were a good fan favorite, but 36 voted for the Packers and 26 for the Royals.
So a 10-point win for the Packers. The Packers, coming off the World Series, I really expected them to win this one. The Royals haven't been a team, and their year where they had the most success was 2016, which was 4 years ago. So kind of expected that the Packers would win it. But yeah, now on to the next matchup. We have the Eagles versus Cardinals. This one, back in our last talk show, I chose that the Eagles would win.
I did not think the Eagles were going to win.
Carson thought the Cardinals would win. I personally picked Cardinals, when I voted, because I like the Cardinals better, but I did expect the Eagles to win, and they did.
Eagles won 59% to 41, and the votes were the 38 votes for the Eagles and only 26 for the Cardinals.
You know, this matchup started out it was actually a close matchup, but then as time went on, the Eagles just pulled away. Won by 12 votes. Yeah, won by 12 votes. So, the Eagles they got it done. And now the next matchup.
The West Side Monarchs faced off against the Cows, the minor league team.
And the Cows.
And the Cows pulled out 52% to 48%, and kind of a shocker matchup there.
A little bit of a shocker, especially because the Cows are a minor league team and have only played 5 games, unless you count the tournament they played in and won. They really haven't played.
I do not think that
games.
It was more of the Monarchs not being liked. I think both teams are very well liked in the league.
Yes.
But the Cows are a very, very likable team in the minor leagues, and they actually pulled out the win, just 35 to 32.
3-point win.
3-point win.
This matchup was at 50-50 for the majority of the time. It was a really good matchup. But the Cows just were able to get it done. I'm kind of surprised a little bit, but congrats to myself. I'm the Cows manager. So.
All right, so now we're gonna throw it into the second round of predictions. First matchup, top of the bracket will be LAE versus the Packers. Foster, go ahead and say your pick.
Well, although the Packers won the World Series last year, I feel like LAE have the most fans, and they're the kind of the face of the league. Even still today, I feel like they're still kind of the face of the league. So I have LAE winning. It'll be a lot closer than LAE versus Schnockers, that's for sure. But, the Royals put up a fight against the Packers, so I think LAE is about to take them down. That's my prediction.
For my prediction, I don't know. I think that LAE will win by quite a bit in this one because I am the Packers manager, but also at the same time, I realize how dominant and how likable of a team LAE was. And I just think the Packers don't have anything that could really take that down from LAE.
And LAE's history behind the team.
Yeah, the history of LAE and then the history of the Packers. I just think that LAE has a well-rounded team that is very likable, and the Packers have not developed that yet. So I think LAE will take that win. On to the bottom of the bracket, we have the Eagles versus the Raintree Cows, the minor league team. Foster, go ahead and go over this
one. This one is about to be a really good matchup. The Cows were able to beat the Monarchs, and I'm not sure if the Monarchs have more fans than the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles might have more fans than the Monarchs, but the Cows were able to beat the Monarchs. And on my original bracket, I picked the Cows to beat the Eagles. when we filled out our brackets, which we'll talk about later. So I'm going to stick with my prediction. I'm going to pick the Cows to pull out a really close win over the Eagles, just like they did against the Monarchs. I got LAE versus Cows in the national championship.
So this vote came down to last voting, first round. The Cows got 35 votes, and the Eagles got 38. That could also go off of who they played. And the Cows played the Monarchs. So I assume a lot of people would vote for the Monarchs there. Unlike the Eagles, I don't think there'd be that many Cardinal voters. I kind of think the Cows can pull this one away because they're a very likable minor league team. And as I said in the last one, I honestly don't find the Eagles a very likable team. I mean, I am just a rival of them, but at the same time, I kind of see, I just don't think they'd be that likable. But the Cows I really think are a likable team. 5 games, 5 well-played games. I mean, if you watch the minor league games, like, there's nothing to hate about the Cows. And I think the Cows can just take this away. They only split 3 votes. In the first round, the Cows were under 3 votes from how much the Eagles got. And they're playing the Monarchs. I think the Monarchs are a well-likable team. Cardinals, not so much. The competition was harder. I think the Cows are going to get this one.
All right, so we both pick LAE versus Cows for the championship. We want to hear your guys' predictions, though. Comment down below what you guys think will happen. And now we're going to talk about the brackets. So we'll just have to show you these. So here was my prediction. We'll talk about how I've done. So right here, you can pause it, check it out. All right. So I picked LAE to beat the Schnockers. Correct. Packers to win. Got it. Eagles and Cows both predict to win. So I'm at 100% right now.
Clean sweep the first round.
Clean sweep. Now on to
we have Kai
Hall
from the Eagles. He had right here, pause, do whatever you want. He picked LAE, and then the Packers-Royals matchup, he picked the Eagles.
He picked the Eagles. I think he messed up. We're going to say he picked the Royals.
Yeah.
So either way, it's just an L. There's one loss.
He picked the Eagles correctly and the Cows. So he is 3-4 in the first round. He has the Eagles winning this round versus the Cows, and he has LAE winning all. So
Yes.
Kai, he still has a chance in this one. Next up we have Jack Fields.
Jack Fields. There's his picks. He picked LAE to win. Correct. The Packers to win. Correct. But then he picked the Cardinals to win. There's an L. And then it gets worse. He picked the Monarchs to win.
And not only did he pick the Monarchs to win that first round, he picked the Monarchs to go to the championship and lose.
So there's a lot of, on the top of the bracket, he did well. The bottom half,
not so much.
He's probably not going to win the tournament bracket challenge now. So Jack Fields,
yeah. Now on to Spencer Harris. You guys may or may not know him. Here's his bracket. He had the exact same bracket as Jack Fields.
So Spencer,
he also is going to be see you later.
See you later.
And now on to
Brady
Eagles manager
Simpson.
Brady Simpson. Here's this bracket for all you guys.
So Brady picked LAE, the Packers, the Eagles, and the Cows. Perfect first round for Brady Simpson. He is tied with me.
And this is where it changes, though. Foster had the Cows on the bottom bracket advancing. Yeah. Brady has the Cows losing to the Eagles, his team, and then going to the championship.
So basically, this matchup right here, the Eagles and Cows will decide who wins the bracket challenge. And I have the Cows. Brady has the Eagles.
The $50,000.
It's gonna be good.
$50,000 bracket challenge is all up to this.
So yeah, the bracket challenge. There's updates on that. Make sure to go vote. Voting starts at 12 lunchtime tomorrow. So go make sure to vote on our story. And if you watch this long, go comment on this video. Comment Chiefs, okay? And you will get a shout out in our next video. All right.
And that's all we got.
Have a good day. Stay safe. Don't get the coronavirus. Adios.
COVID-19.